Hello there, Lorena. Let's have a look. So, technology is growing in importance within our lives every day. Some people argue that mankind must be prepared to change according to new technology challenges. Yet I strongly believe that these advances in technology ought to serve the society and communities. Good. All right. Okay, so it doesn't look... Okay, right. Lorena, you need to follow the sentence guide, okay? There's too many paragraphs here, okay? And let's just say anyway. Historically, humans have been trying to develop tools that help them in daily activities. For instance, in recent years, a significant amount of useful mechanisms such as cars, machines, computers, and electronic devices have been created in order to achieve a comfortable lifestyle as we have it today. Therefore, our society is therefore our society has plenty of electronic devices, appliances, and interfaces communicating. Therefore, our society has plenty of electronic devices to make most tasks simple. Okay. All right. So yeah, just try and stick to the 4-paragraph model. Okay. And okay, this you're also trying to stick to the sentence guide, and we're missing a sentence here. Okay, which would have just been well, you should have had a topic sentence, and then this is because. Okay. However, many times this excessive consumption of technology forces us to learn new skills and solve issues from this high-tech world could become a source of stress for family life instead of a real support. Okay, a lot of ideas there in one sentence. In Western, capital W, countries, for example, security cameras are installed in some houses, and it would carry to some parents to be involved most part of the day. Okay, hence people are giving the time to use these technological improvements. Okay then, so in Western countries, for example, security cameras are installed in some houses, and it requires parents to spend most of the day to watch these cameras. Hence, people are handing over their time to these technical improvements in an unjustified fashion. Okay? Alright. Not bad, but we really need to focus on the question. Okay? You really need to put one. P1 for here. Should we adapt to technology? Kind of touched on it here, but I would have mentioned something about adapting to technology. Okay? Or technology adapting to us. And then second, is it making us smarter or dumber? Okay, here we've talked about it making us it's inconvenient. Here, let's see, 2 decades is continent at least 10 to contrast today. Okay, so here we have kind of nailed it. This just totally delete. Okay, stick to 4 paragraphs. And here we have nailed it, but we need it to be a little bit more clearer, and we should have said something like, and we should have followed the sentence guide and then said, therefore technology is making us dumber, but in language more eloquent. Therefore, technology is clearly reducing our intellectual abilities, for example. All right. Furthermore, some people argue that individuals are doing less brain effort. No, that individuals are using their brain less than years ago, with detrimental effect in cognitive capacity. For example, this is because, follow the sentence guide. You've paid for it, use it, and it makes it much easier to read because it's just a simple argument, eloquently expressed. Okay, so try and rewrite these. Rewrite this, and make sure your next essay does follow the sentence guide. Okay. In conclusion, I support the idea that technology has contributed to improve our quality of life. That wasn't the question. It was about adapting to us, or us adapting to us. Okay. Although at the same time, it has overwhelmingly influenced us so that we've become slaves of our own devices. You didn't really mention that much about slaves, but you could have said influenced us has almost overwhelmingly influenced us in a negative fashion, so that we are losing our intelligence. Okay, and that does refer to what you've put here. Okay, so remember, Lorena, to follow the sentence guide. Okay, sorry if I was a bit drastic there with your task 2, but it's really important. Go back to that PDF and have a look at that structure, because it'll help you considerably. Trust me. Okay, let's go. Yeah, the bar chart illustrates the distribution of expected city visits during 2018 by people from 3 countries. Good. Let's see, 3 countries. Mexico, Canada, and the USA. Good. The most popular city will be Paris, with 100,000 visitors from the USA in 2018. We don't need to put year. Well, for Mexican people, Paris represents the lowest expectation of visits by just over 20,000 people during the same year. Good. In contrast, Madrid will be the most popular destination among Mexicans, whereas Madrid will be the city with the least tourists from Canada and the 3rd preference for the USA. Very good. London is the city that has the 2nd highest expectation of visitors from the US and Canada, with 80,000 and 50,000 respectively. Okay, dominate that sentence, respectively, because it's very handy. Okay, Istanbul. Okay, now just put this and this together, and let's do 4 paragraphs. Your introduction, and then this paragraph, your 2nd paragraph, and then your overall sentence, which you've nailed. Well done. So Istanbul and London will be the least visited cities for Mexicans. However, Istanbul will be the most popular city for Canadians. Overall, there are significant differences in the expected city visits from the 3 countries studies. Most noticeably, the US is the country that with the largest number of visitors to all cities considered. Good work there, Lorena. All right. What we do need to do, though, is go to a website called georgias.fr, close with a Z, CLOZE. Okay, just put that into Google, Georgias, FR, CLOZE, separately, of course, with the FR and the close, and do lots of work. Copy paste a sample task 1 essay, drop it into that website, okay, and start doing lots of work with prepositions, okay, because if you can nail prepositions, then you're going to get task 1 under control. Okay, do 2 or 3 of those a day and you'll be cooking with gas, as we say in the UK. You'll be golden. Okay, so keep working, Lorena, and I want to see you working a little bit faster as well. Okay, because get your next essay into me sooner, and it's less likely you'll forget things that were taught in the last one. Okay, so you know the score now. Implement all the corrections, send it back with your 2 new essays, and do some preposition work. Okay, online test prepositions. Punch that into Google and do some of those. All right, good work though. Keep going.